So in the today's world, we are using the different sources of energy. It's a renewable and non-renewable sources, and continuously we are developing the different sources for that. It's nuclear energy, solar energy, wind energy, and even the water energy as well. But what is the history of this energy? So let me discuss about that, like how this or everything will start. So this is the 7070 C. So humans in the modern day Israel discover how to make a fire. So this is a discovery of the fire. Then after that 2000 BC, so Chinese begin burning coal for heating and cooking. So this was first or two incidents. Then this is 81. Chinese first collected and refined the petroleum as a fuel for lamps. So this one is another things. 81. Then there is a 2000. European built the wheels in the rivers and streams to harness the water as an energy source. So this is the 200. Then 1000. The Persians built the first windmill as energy source. Like the Persians developed the first windmill as energy source for them, and how to revolutionize the things. Then 1600 to 1700 BC, Britishers discovered how to cook the coal to transform it into a hot burning coke, which become a major fuel for the 17th, 18th, 19th and 20th century industry. So this is the industry, or this is the energy production from the coal. So this is another scenario. Then there's a early to mid 70s. Let's say there's a early to mid 70 period. Invention of the pumps to remove the water from the mines and make the intensive coal mining possible. Vast deposits discovered in the eastern North America. Coal begins to replace the other fuels as a civilization's main energy source. So this was another scenario. Like the coal was a main source of energy that time, because coal was easy available. So that was the one thing. And in the 1820s, so first natural gas well is drilled in the Philadelphia, New York. So it's a natural gas well. So this is something like that. In the 1830, based on the British scientist Michel Faraday's discovery about the electromagnetism, the electric generator, motor, and the relay were developed. So this is one, like the Michel Faraday's discovery about the electromagnetism, electric generator, motor, and the relays are developed in the 1830. Then there's the 1850. First oil well drilled in the Drusolia, PA, in the 1850s. First oil well. Okay. Then in the 1860s, Franz Auguste builds the first solar energy generator using a mirror to focus the sunlight or to make the steam. So this was the discovery of the solar energy in the 1860. Then in the 1880, there's a Nikola Tesla invent the alternating current system of the electric generation, which become the standard as a nation across the world are wired in the late 19th and the 20th century. So this was a invention of the Nikola Tesla. Then in the 1892, first use of the geothermal energy to heat the buildings in the Bois. So this is the discovery of the geothermal energy. And in the 1948, discovery of the Gawar oil field in the world's largest petroleum deposits in the Saudi Arabia. So this is the Gawar oil fields. So this one is that. Then in the 1950, the first nuclear power plant are built in the USSR and in the shipping port. So eventually the nuclear plant will supply the nearly 20% of the US electricity. So this is one in the 1950. And in the 1970, US oil production start to be declined, leading to increase the dependence upon the imported oils. Arab country declared the oil embargo and driving up the prices and creating the long lines at the US filling stations. This is the early 1970. Then there's a early 1979 Three Mile Island accident in the Pennsylvania stole the nuclear power development in the United States in the 1979. And in the 1980, scientists began to amass the evidence that the burning of the fossil fuel is driving potentially and the catastrophic global climate change. So it's a 1980 is a one thing. Then in the 2000, There's a predictable global oil production level, and the global oil production peaked at the 70 billion barrels a day in the 2006 and is expected to drop sharply in the coming decades as energy producers employ increasingly complicated the methods to tap the difficult to reach the fossil fuels reserves. And the politicians and the public debate how to deal with the climate change and the increasing energy consumptions by the fast developing nations like China and India threaten to create a future shortage. So there's an increase in effort to develop and use the alternative energy source like wind, solar energy, geothermal energy, etc. So this was the history of the energy. Let's meet in the next video and subscribe the channel for more content.